Ramaphosa, when he delivered the State of the Nation address in February, that's why he said, in 100 days there must be agreed a comprehensive social compact to address these matters. Nothing has happened. Nothing. Yeah. Shut up! At the January 8th rally in Limpopo, somebody stands up in a meeting and says, long live second term for Cyril Ramaphosa. What is that?
I want you to shut up. I really do want you to shut up.
I am an African. I owe my being to the hills and the valleys, the mountains and the glades, the rivers, the deserts, the trees, the flowers, the seas, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native land.
What defines us as a nation? We are not a nation defined by the oceans and the rivers that form the boundaries of our land. We are not defined by the minerals under our earth or the spectacular landscape above it. We are not even defined by the languages and the cultures that we have as a people, or by the songs that we sing, or even by the work that we do.
I am an African.
Up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up!
Whose agenda is Fraser driving?
When you ask questions, don't ask difficult questions.
The answer is Fraser is with President Mbeki in the unseating of President Ramaphosa because President Mbeki says he's still disgruntled with unfinishing the term.
Uma ukhona isilima sakazuma sikuhluphile isilima sakazuma leso hlukana naso uma senze upresident votela iANC wena uvotela yena uma kuvotela upresident kuvotelwa iANC.
Hello everyone, thank you for turning on the blue lights. Now, the news of the hour is about the former ANC and South African President Thabo Mbeki. Now, Mbeki's letter was written on Wednesday and later on the day it was leaked and started making the round, mainly on WhatsApp group of the ANC leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, now in this particular letter, it was addressed to the party's Deputy President, Paul Mashatile, raising questions about what made Mbeki feel it could not be addressed to Fikile Mbalula, the party's Secretary General. Now, the letter is about the phala scandal that has consumed the party and Cyril Ramaphosa for almost a year. Well, fellow South Africans, he also elaborated on his letter that he was disturbed by the way the ANC has voted on the Eskom matter, where some MPs wanted the corruption allegations in the state-owned power utility company to be probed. You will also recall that the phala matter broke over our heads in June 2022, where Arthur Fraser lodged his complaint against our comrade, President Cyril Ramaphosa. Since then, many questions relating to this matter have been posed in the public domain. So far, 9 months after the Fraser complaint, none of these questions has been answered. The recent report by SARS Commissioner Edward that no record of the declaration of customs has been found of the $580,000 President Ramaphosa says was stolen depends the puzzles about what exactly happened at the phala farm. Ladies and gentlemen, in his letter, Thabo Mbeki continues to say, in this context, consistent with the Comrade President Ramaphosa said in the open letter I have seized, we must be honest with ourselves and understand that many among the masses of our people will entertain the suspicion that the phala matter includes corruption. In that sense, this is no different from the Nkandla matter, which once again many among our people suspected it involved corruption. Now, ladies and gentlemen, according to Thabo Mbeki in his letter, history had made the firm and unequivocal statement that we should never have acted as we did for a long time to support Comrade Jacob Zuma from doing what he ultimately agreed was the right thing to do. For example, to honor the remedial action decided by the public protector. Without doubt, the wrong positions we took with regards to the Nkandla matter impacted negatively on the standing of the ANC with many among the masses of our people. It is equally without a doubt that any wrong position we take with regards to the phala matter will also in equal measure or more impact negatively in the standing of the ANC with many among the masses of our people, Mbeki wrote to Mashatile. Now, Thabo Mbeki also raised his concerns regarding how ANC approached the phala matter in Parliament. Now, the former President Thabo Mbeki continues to say in his letter, as you know, the three-person panel appointed by Parliament concerning the phala matter decided that the Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa has a case to answer with regards to the processes of impeachment. Now he continued to say, and I read, the way we voted on 13 December 2022, we blocked the process of the formation of an MPC, communicated the unequivocal statement to the masses of the people that we do not want Parliament to seek and gain a deeper and comprehensive understanding of the phala matter. He continued to say, in other words, we acted as we did because there is something to hide. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the letter continues to say. It was very wrong that we took a decision to vote the initiation of a parliament process specifically focused on investigating the criminal activities at Eskom, which would have signified the beginning of the process to unmask the counter-revolution which may be responsible for the many problems at Eskom. Now, fellow South Africans, it feels like Thabo Mbeki and Julius Malema are singing the same song when it comes to the matters of Cyril Ramaphosa as the president of the country, as well as the president of ANC, as well as the matters that involves Eskom when it comes to load shedding and all other shenanigans. You know what I mean?
We have to answer this question first. What is the Africa we want? So we say we want an Africa that is free of violent conflict and war. We want an Africa that is free from poverty. We want an Africa that is free of corruption. Where is this leadership? How do you create it? How do you produce this leadership that is not corrupt? We need a critical self-assessment of ourselves as Africans. You are stealing public resources. You've accessed power in order to put money in your pocket. This is not the leadership we want. We're afraid to speak frankly to one another about the wrong things that we're doing. I think that critical self-assessment of the continent is